Welcome back to the Parker's podcast. I'm Rose and this is Francel.
What's up, everybody?
And we're broadcasting from, I guess it's not broadcasting. You told me this last time. It's not broadcasting.
We're
just shooting. Yes, yeah. We're shooting from the Lab podcast studio
Season
in Punta
3,
Gorda.
and you still don't know what we're doing.
I am just losing it. I don't know. I don't know how to get it right. But anyways,
it's all good.
Yeah. So our last episode, we were talking about our trips that were coming up. And now since then, we've gone to Ohio and we're back, and so we wanted to talk about some things that happened while we were up there because that was fun.
Woo!
Yeah, definitely missed home.
You mean home Florida or home Ohio?
No, home Florida.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Got to clarify.
Yeah, I know you're right because we consider going back to your parents' house as home. It's nice to go back and visit, but we definitely.
Yeah, it was a busy week. I mean, excuse me. We drove up there, so we left on Saturday.
Oh, so actually go back a day, Friday. You took Haley out to the daddy-daughter dance.
Oh, man, listen. I took this girl to the daddy-daughter dance, and it was a workout. I was like, I thought that I was still like, okay. Man, I haven't sweat that bad in a long... I sweat through my entire suit. I sweat through my socks. Mm-hmm. My shoes were wet. And I was like, man.
It was so bad we had to have it dry cleaned as soon as we got to Ohio because it was legit. Terrible.
I was like, man, who does their AC work? They should have had the air turned down.
At least like 8 hours before or something.
Something, man. Mm-hmm. But I felt like soggy.
Mm-hmm.
But it was beautiful. I like the way they did the photos. They had like 3 or 4 different photo stations. And then you got to do like a little arts and craft and build like a frame for the photos. And it was really cool just to experience that with Haley. And then one of my buddies, John, showed up with his 2 daughters, which made it cool. So we all had a good time dancing and just hanging out. It was a really nice event.
You'll have to bring John on here one time.
I don't know if I would love to bring John on. John is absolutely hilarious. He is one of the funniest people I know in real life.
Mm-hmm.
And
he also happens to be from Ohio.
Yeah, he's from Ohio. Man, he's from the mafia part of Ohio. Man. Like I'm not joking. Like for real. Like I remember, for those of you who know Ohio a little bit, Youngstown. Oh, you've heard of Youngstown? That's where that doggone train derailed and they decided to light the toxic material on fire.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That was earlier this year. Wasn't that earlier this year? Yeah.
Yeah, when all the trains...
Actually, so that's right where John's from. But good dude. Yeah, I'll try to talk to him to make that happen because it'd be absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he's definitely an entertainer.
Yeah, so what we did in Ohio, so we left Saturday. Got there Sunday. Got there Sunday at what, like 3
a.m. or something.
3 a.m. Got up for church.
I was a heathen. I didn't go. Dude. I was so tired. I drove straight through like 18 hours straight.
You weren't supposed to. I tried to get you to stop.
I know, but I wasn't tired enough.
And she was like, yeah, I'm going to stop. And then I'm like, yo, I'm with you until the end. And when the end happens.
The end is when the sun starts to go down.
I can't. No, I rocked with you a little bit until after sunset. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think you did.
I rocked with you probably till like 11 o'clock. And then it was just like, I can't hold my head up. No longer.
Yes. Anyone that's ever ridden with him right around dusk knows that as the sun goes down, his eyelids go right with it.
But this is how I experience it. As the sun goes down, it just seems like my head gets that much heavier. And I don't even have a big head. So those of y'all who got big heads, I don't know how y'all keep y'all head up.
Oh my gosh.
Because, man, I thought I broke my neck one time. It was like, yeah. I was like, oh, snap. I'm sorry, babe. I'm with you now.
Well, it was funny because we were driving to Akron. And we got to Canton, and it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I was so tired. And I have an issue with my hip. My hip was hurting really bad, so I needed gas on top of it. So we got out of the car, and it was cold, so cold. I mean, it was so cold.
Is that where we got the icy hot in Canton?
Yes. No. That was on the way home.
That was on the way home.
Yeah. And so anyways, when we stopped, Canton is only 30 minutes from his parents' house.
Yeah.
And we got gas, and as soon as we fill up, I look across the street and there's like a Hilton right across. I'm like, should we just get the hotel right now? Because I'm so tired. I was already playing ping pong back and forth across the highway as it was going up to their house, falling asleep at the wheel. My car's saying, consider taking a break. It kept sending the alarm at me and stuff. And so getting out of the car to get gas there was really my way of being able to get up and walk, get some fresh air, stretch my legs, and hopefully I could make it the rest, which I did. But I was really contemplating that hotel.
Hey, man, listen.
Your parents would have talked really bad if I couldn't make it in from Canton.
I remember the conversation I had with you on the way up there. Hey, this is my expectation. Like, I made that clear.
Yeah, it didn't matter. As long as we got there at some point Sunday, it didn't matter.
So, Sunday, I go to church. She stays home. After church, shoot, I think we just vegged out, didn't we? We didn't really do much.
No, I don't remember what. No, you went fishing, I think.
I did not go fishing after church. I went fishing on Monday.
I don't know what you did Sunday, but I know me and your mom had already started doing wedding stuff and gala stuff. And
yeah, I think me and my dad, we watched the football game, and that was it. Mm-hmm. That's all I mostly remember about Sunday. Monday. Oh, yeah. Monday. Man, I'm telling you
That's when you went fishing with Uncle Chuck.
Man, me and my Uncle Chuck, we went up to Sandusky, which is 2 hours. It's a 2-hour ride north from my parents' house. And, I talk junk because I'm in Florida and I do a lot of saltwater fishing. And I always say, like, man, it's really not that much fun. Freshwater fishing, saltwater fishing, there's always something going on. Mm-hmm. Man, shut my mouth. We balled out Monday. We went up there. We kind of started later than we wanted to, so we left the house at 7. And we got up there around 9 o'clock. Got bait, got our licenses and everything. And, man, I'm telling you what, we caught 2 steelhead trout, a rainbow trout, 25 or 30 yellow perch, and then we caught 3. Was it 3 or 4?
I thought you're talking about the catfish?
Yeah.
Those huge ones?
3 massive catfish. And it was just an amazing time just hanging out. We had a great time.
And you guys were gone forever. But it was so bad that we had taken, because I already know when we go up there, he's going to fish. So we had taken an extra cooler.
Yeah.
We always take a cooler because who knows what you might bring home from Ohio or what we're
fish.
Oh yeah, we brought a bunch of fish up there. That's right. And so we brought an extra cooler that was empty just for him to fish with, because my cooler, I don't like to have the bait and the fish and make it stinky and stuff. Yeah. But the cooler was so packed when they got home that they couldn't even close the lid.
This was the first time I had seen like where you ice down the fish and like the ice indentations are like in the meat of the fish because of the weight. And but yeah, we filleted it all up, and it was a really good time. So that was all day Monday. Then Tuesday
was the day that we didn't do a whole lot.
No, Tuesday was the day of my mom's award ceremony.
Yeah, up until that point.
So we hung out. Like, no, did we go to Wally Waffles Tuesday morning? No. What did we do Tuesday morning?
We literally did nothing that day. I was working. So the point of me going so early was for me to help get stuff set up for his daughter's wedding, and then for the gala fundraiser that your mom was doing. So pretty much the entire week, that's all we did. We just worked on getting the stuff tied up for that.
You and my mom did.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, me and your mom.
I give
he
credit.
Was giving. Yeah, he was going fishing.
Hey, listen, I was out the way. I know this many years in the game where I'm supposed to jump in and where I'm supposed to jump out. And I'm a toter. And if nothing needed to be toted at the moment, I just stayed out the way.
Yeah. So that's when your brother and Jeremy and Jazz came up. Tuesday,
yeah. So then, that's what we did. We went to the awards ceremony, and then after that, we went to Cordell's house. Mm-hmm. Yo.
Well, hold on. You got to back up to this awards ceremony because it was a huge accolade for your mom.
That's true. My bad. I didn't mean to buzz past that.
I'm going to tell her.
So it was the GAR Foundation. They recognized her as being one of the pillars of the community, and her nonprofit being very impactful to that community. And it was a really big deal because they recognize all that she does. And I'm going to be honest, I know about her organization, but I didn't even know the extent of everything that she did. And just to hear her story about how she got to where she is, and for people to recognize that in her was awesome.
Mm-hmm. I think this is the first time that she's been publicly recognized outside of like a church affiliated
For her nonprofit.
organization. It was strictly for the organization. And they basically have programs that's all free to anyone that is utilizing their programs. But it's from pregnant mothers all the way through seniors.
Yeah.
And they have programs for every age bracket for different things that they can do for them, and things that they provide for them and give them. And
it's a super awesome organization. Shout out to Links Community and Family Services.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So that was awesome. Then, so all three, that was the first time all three of us have been together in a while. Me and my two younger brothers.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years.
Yeah. So it was Jeremy, Cordell, and myself. And then, great time. Then we hung out afterwards at Cordell's house. And he introduced me to something crazy, man. Like, have you heard of magic mushrooms? I'm sure everybody's heard of magic mushrooms.
That didn't even happen. Oh, yeah, that did happen that night.
Yeah, 100% it happened that night because Jeremy was there. Man, they got these things called magic berries. Rose is going to buy me some magic berries. Christian, you need to come hang out when we buy these magic berries.
And just so everyone knows, it is not any type of drug.
Maybe, because I felt like I had the munchies like on high speed. I literally...
That's just because you wanted to see how they worked.
Listen, all I know is let me
explain.
Hold on. Wait a second. Hold on. You know how they try to say all Chinese food, like in the 90s, also had MSG in it, and that's why it don't taste good because MSG makes everything taste good? Yo, these berries made me want to eat everything because it was like the first time of me tasting food.
Have you seen any of the... Well, for anyone that hasn't, have you guys seen the TikTok videos for the guys that eat these berries and it makes
It was on Shark Tank.
Well, whatever. And it makes everything sweet. So, for example...
It makes everything bitter sweet, and anything that is sweet, uber sweet, to where it tastes like syrup.
Yes. And so it was so bad that...
Oh, man. Listen.
Cordell and his wife, Desiree, were actually eating them. And so they tried a lemon, and they were eating the rind and everything.
Oh, I did.
And you ate the rind too. That's right.
I ate, like the whole entire slice was like the sweetest orange. And then the peel part was like, the texture was so amazing with the flavor. And you get that lemon zest that is like a orange flavor. Mm-hmm. That's the only way I can...
But during this, everyone was eating these berries, man, and then they broke out everything out of the fridge.
Cherry tomatoes, which were like sugar cubes.
They said they tasted like cherries.
The garlic dill pickles were absolutely delicious. I mean, delicious.
Why do we always end up back on food?
I don't know.
Like
man.
Literally every time. I was just thinking about that.
But like.
And then you guys ate what was that sauce?
Wait. Do not, and I repeat, do not go overboard. I went overboard and started going through the condiments, like relish.
They were literally standing. I should have recorded it. Actually, we do have a recording of you. I got the recording when you ate that stuff.
The oyster sauce?
Yes, the oyster sauce. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Christian said he'll add it.
Just be mindful. Broccoli still tastes like broccoli. It doesn't get better.
It's basically anything that has like a neutral flavor. It doesn't change.
Anything that is pickled, fermented, or bitter becomes sweet. Shoot, they had wine that was really, really like, and then you take a sip of the wine with that berry. Man, that's how people get laid out because it tastes straight up like grape Kool-Aid. Like straight, you don't taste the alcohol, nothing. It is grape Kool-Aid.
Well, your dad had a peach tea and he tasted that with the peach tea and he could not drink it anymore because it was way too sweet.
Yeah.
But and the effects last for about 30 minutes or so.
It's 20 to 40 minutes.
Oh, 20 to 40 minutes. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm like, yo, man, if you're trying to go keto, you don't even need any sugar or sugar substitutes Man, buy a pack of those berries. I think
I'm wondering what the nutritional facts are on that.
dude, me and Stephanie researched it today. Like, if you can eat the
So you
leaves,
were talking about food again earlier? It's so
I was,
bad.
it is. It is.
This is why
But
we literally...
the leaves help with diabetes and all sorts of things. The bark, like you can eat the bark, you can eat the roots. Then there's like a sap.
I'm
in
sure
there.
if you ate the berry, you could eat the bark.
No, what I'm talking about outside of the berry. Like,
no, I
for
know.
real.
I'm just teasing.
The sap has like anti-cancer properties. I'm like, yo, we need to just buy this whole bush, man. Like, you can eat the berries, the sticks, the stems, the seeds, the leaves, like everything. And they call it like a miracle plant because it has so many different beneficial properties inside of it. I was like, yo, and to buy a bush is like $109.95.
It's not that bad, to be honest. I mean, they're like $25 a pack of like 100 berries.
No.
Oh no, it's 50 berries, right?
It's let's clarify what the bag says. And this is what got me. I thought it was 50 berries. No, it's 25 whole berries, but they market it as 50 halves,
servings.
50 half slices of berry. Why wouldn't you just say, yo, it's almost $1 a berry? Because it's like $23.97 or something like that. So that's really what it is. But I'm like, shoot, I've been trying to kick sugar like hardcore, and the berry tastes delicious. The berries taste good. Yeah, that was an experience and a half for me. Like an experience.
It was bad for like an hour and a half or 2 hours. They were literally going through the fridge, eating everything they could just to taste. Oh, how does this taste? And then when the effects would start wearing off, I need another berry. And so then they just kept eating the berries. And I'm sure you guys pretty much cleaned out his berry.
No. Because remember, Thursday, was it Thursday? Yeah, Thursday we went back over there
For Sage's birthday.
And we had some again on Thursday. But
Goodness.
So that was Tuesday. Wednesday. What did we do Wednesday?
I don't know what you did. I was literally working the whole week.
I went fishing on Wednesday.
Probably. I couldn't.
Was it? When did Uncle Tony come?
Actually, he came in on Wednesday.
So
and then Seth came in Thursday. Le'Veon flew in Friday. Like, it was a whole...
So we went fishing on Thursday. Me, Kalissa, and TJ went fishing on Wednesday.
Oh, man, yeah, and you guys...
Yo, man, TJ's my dude, man. Oh, my gosh. Like...
It's his grandbaby.
Hey, man, watch what you say.
Listen, you're grandpa. We all know.
Hey, man, like, I'm coach.
Yeah, whatever. You're still grandpa.
Well... I'm a fine-looking grandpa then, if that's what I gotta be called. But
oh God,
I'm just saying.
Why did you have to go back to that Barry White voice?
Because you gonna call me granddaddy. I'm gonna talk to you in this granddaddy voice.
That is not attractive.
Hey,
just know.
Hey. No, man, listen, just that dude is a nut. So he's biracial as well, or you can't even say biracial anymore because like it's quadracial or like how do you break this down? I don't know, but man, he surely showed his dad's side of the family because it was like 50-something degrees, and we're sitting there. I'm bundled up. Kalissa, my daughter, she's busted. We call her Sissy. Sissy's bundled up, and this dude wants to get in the water, and we're like, fine, man. We strip him down. Mm-hmm. He's in his diaper. He goes and he gets in the lake, and I'm like, bro, that water's like 40-something degrees, man, and he's just splashing, having a good time. He didn't even turn purple. Like, I'm looking at his lips, expecting his lips to turn purple, and he didn't have no goosebumps. He wasn't shivering, nothing. I'm like, yeah, okay, yeah, that's your dad's side of the family, because that ain't my side. I would froze.
Yeah, there's no way I couldn't do it.
Yeah, but had a great time, man. Went tracking through the woods.
And you had them in your backpack or something like that?
So at one point I have them on my shoulders, and then I accidentally whacked him in the face with a branch because, he's that much taller than me and we're walking through the woods. So then he falls asleep, so I tuck him. I have my tackle bag, which is like a book bag, and I put it on backwards, and I put his feet out the bottom so that I can walk with him, and he's like sleeping, and he's kind of like me when he sleeps. His His
heads
head
all
just,
over the
yeah.
place. Mm-hmm.
So we're trekking through there, and we almost run up on a bear. Like, we seen, like, fresh marks of a bear. I'm like, oh, shoot.
That's pretty sweet.
We need to go the other direction. And then me and Sissy just hung out and had a good time while he was sleeping. And it was really cool. Really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And that day we caught, I think, 7 or 8 yellow perch. We caught 4 bass. We caught a bowfin. I had never.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was the weird fish you brought back.
Seen a bowfin in Ohio. Like, and when I looked it up, it's not like they're not prominent in that region either. So that was like a weird catch.
Yeah, because you caught them here, just not down.
Yeah.
Not up there. I mean.
Yep.
So yeah, so then you guys did that, and then Thursday we went to the church and did a run through of the wedding and got all the decorations and everything set up.
Mm-hmm.
Originally, we were gonna have Kalissa's wedding out back of your parents' house because they have a nice long, beautiful backyard that leads up to like this really big. Is it oak tree back there?
I don't know.
I can't remember what kind of tree is back there, but it's
a maple tree. It's a maple tree. Yep.
But the weather was cold, like very cold and rainy the whole time we were there. So it wouldn't have worked well for a wedding. And so we ended up going and doing it at the church. That was pretty much the whole day. And that's when Seth flew in.
We didn't go fishing on Thursday. We went fishing on Friday.
Yes, with Uncle Tony.
Yeah.
But Wednesday is when you went with Calissa.
Yeah.
So we're talking about Monday he's gone fishing now. Wednesday he's gone fishing.
Hey, man. It was,
Thursday we set up for the wedding. Friday is the wedding.
Yeah.
And then...
hey, sissy, I love you, but we leaving. We're going fishing.
Literally, as soon as the wedding ended, he and all the boys, everybody left. Now, Le'Veon flew in that morning, so everybody was there. It was really nice. And then... he left right afterwards to go fishing.
The wedding was beautiful. It was cool. She looked very pretty. Mm-hmm. I didn't know how I was supposed to react or supposed to feel about it. I didn't really have any like feelings, which kind of I didn't know how to take that. You know what I mean? So, are you a proud dad? I guess so. I mean, I'm happy they're getting married, but like for me, I didn't have like.
I think that's a proud moment.
I don't know. Like,
I mean, that's just the next step in adulthood. Basically, they're taking their relationship to the next level.
Yes, that is true. But I'm just saying, for me, I didn't know how. What were you feeling in that scenario? Were you emotional at all?
I mean, I was proud of them for doing it.
You were proud of them for doing it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You don't know. Like, so many people say, like, oh, this is a life moment, you know, and I'm like, okay, so you're expecting a certain thing, and if it doesn't hit you, then you're like, yeah, well, why? I don't know. It was just weird for me. I had a great time. The pictures came out amazing. The reception part was cool. Like, the food was good, you know. I thought everything went very, very well, you know. I didn't necessarily.
I seen where you guys were coming down the aisle where you had to help her with their steps. I couldn't hear what you were saying, but I could see you saying something, and I could see how she was
together.
She was very specific with what she was doing, and so I could tell you had to tell her or whatever.
Yeah,
you
that's
guys...
what I was telling her. Step together. Mm-hmm. Step together.
Coach.
Yeah. Coaching.
Legit,
yeah, right down the aisle.
But it was really, really cool.
And then you guys had your daddy-daughter dance.
Which,
your mom just started crying.
Yeah,
she was very emotional about it.
That was a good moment. I got to talk to her, give her some advice, and just, you know, the last dad for real moment. You know what I mean? Like, it's all you now. And what's really funny is I say that. After we're done, she's like, how am I getting home? Hey, I don't know. Ask your husband. you know what I'm saying? It ain't my responsibility no more.
So funny.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the wedding was really nice. And the weather actually cooperated just in the nick of time because I was hoping we could get some pictures. And we were able to go outside and get some nice pictures when the sun happened to just come out for just like 30 minutes or so.
Yeah. Yeah. So after the wedding, then we went fishing with my Uncle Tony, and we caught. What did we catch? We caught
And
some.
actually, you guys took a really significant picture, you said too.
Oh yeah, I'll get to that. So we were up there, and we caught more yellow perch. Man, yellow perch were running like surprisingly early. Generally, they're not running like that. But we took this awesome picture where my Uncle Tony is my dad's brother, and then there's myself, and then there's Le'Veon and Seth, and then TJ. So there's 4 generations all in one photo, out just having a good time. And you know, that was really, really monumental to me because the impact that, you know, my uncles and my dad had on me, and you know, the relationship that has blossomed now that I'm an adult, you know, and I have my kids, and then my kids being able to experience that relationship with their great uncle.
Yeah.
And then TJ being able to look back at these photos like, man, I was out fishing with my great uncle. You know,
Well, just think about this. As you were just saying that, I was thinking, you know, your grandma's still alive. Unfortunately, grandfather's not, but had your grandfather still been alive too, that could have been 5 generations in one picture.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. But it's crazy that, like, we had 5 generations at the wedding, you know, which is amazing. And that was really, really cool. So we caught some yellow perch, and then we caught some really big catfish. I think we caught four really big catfish that night. And my Uncle Tony's not a big fisherman, but we put him on some big fish, and he had a great time. Man, that was really, really cool.
I know by the end of the week, your mom was like, all right, we got enough fish.
Hey, listen.
Because we brought up so much fish. We brought up fish and deer, actually.
Yeah, I'm a provider. Like, I make sure things are provided, even if it's like, I don't know what my parents do. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, I'm not saying that they're hurting for money or anything, but like, hey, I just want to make sure that they always have.
Well, but they also like it anyways because it's fresh.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, why buy it at the store? Like, either I'm going to catch it in Florida or I'll catch it up here. Like, you know, I just love being able to do that and to share that. And I even made sure that my grandma had some and my great aunts had some. You know, it's just, I love sharing that aspect. And then, Friday, there was something I was going to touch on. I can't remember.
Well, that was pretty much it for Friday. Saturday was the gala, which was awesome.
Saturday morning, me, Seth, and Seth, Uncle Tony, and I went to a football game. Your alma mater, Firestone played Bookto, and I show up and I'm like, dang, Bookto looks stacked. And I look at Firestone, I'm like, ooh, this is not the Firestone of old. They about to get run. And then sure enough, Bookto, whooped them bad.
Oh, wow.
I mean,
and we didn't know nobody there. Did you guys?
Coach, the head coach for Firestone.
Oh, okay.
Is my Uncle Tony's friend. I've known Eric Mitchell my whole life. Good dude.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, and what's really cool is I got to go in the locker room for pregame speech and everything and see how they did everything. Like, Seth was like, man, I wish like our locker rooms were like this. Everybody was focused. Everyone was dialed in. They just lacked on the execution part a little bit, you know. And they're the type of team that has to get punched in the face first before they wake up. And they got punched in the face like too early, and they really couldn't wake up. Like the first 3 seconds, kickoff, fumble the ball, and then like within the first 3 minutes, they scored 2 touchdowns. So it's like,
yeah, it's just gonna be a rundown at that point.
Yeah, you got to come back quick. But so that was Saturday morning, and then
and Saturday morning I was setting up for the gala, which was awesome. I mean, I cannot even. It was your mom's first annual fundraiser gala.
Well, don't dive too deep into it because we're seconds. We could save that for.
Okay, we'll save it for the next one, I guess.
Yeah, the next episode.
All right.
Part 2.
Part 2 for this episode.
To be continued.
All right. Well, I guess that's all for this time. We'll catch you guys next week.
Peace.